Hello, I am Harriet Yocum with the South Dakota African American Museum. I'm one of the board members, and I would like to invite you to join us in our Celebrating African American Composers and Culture fundraiser. It will be Sunday, August 16th, 2020 from 1 to 3 p.m. It will be a free live stream. Please come and explore with the Sioux Falls Chamber Music Collective on the musicians and the voices of African Americans.
Hi, I'm Zach Van Harris Jr. I'm a board member for the South Dakota African American History Museum. We're here on location at the Washington Pavilion, and I wanted to talk about a special event that we have coming up. It's a fundraiser. It's going to be on Sunday, August 16th from 1 to 3 p.m. Now, it's a virtual event, so we want you to tune in on our Facebook Live with the Sioux Falls Chamber Music Collective. Go to their Facebook webpage, and you'll see that it'll be streaming live, and then also it'll be live streaming on the Sioux Falls Chamber Music Collective YouTube channel as well. Again, this is to raise funds for the African American History Museum right here at the Washington Pavilion. We got some exciting things that we're trying to do. We're gonna be doing a new exhibit.
The museum is located on the first floor at the Washington Pavilion. Hello, welcome to the South Dakota African American History Museum tour at the Washington Pavilion. Our mission is to foster a greater appreciation for the perseverance of African Americans in South Dakota through educational exhibits, community events, outreach, and preserving and documenting the history. The African American History Museum at the Washington Pavilion recognizes the struggles, contributions, and great leadership of the African American community in South Dakota. The museum is located on the first floor at the Washington Pavilion at 301 South Main Avenue, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, 57104. For additional information, please follow our Facebook page.
The South Dakota African American History Museum have been making waves. So in 2019, February, we were able to go and get a commemoration for Black History Month. We went to the state capitol in Pierre, and state legislature, they did a commemoration. So that was in 2019. And then January of 2020 this year, Porter Williams, our famed local Black artist, he does sculpture work. He did a life-size sculpture of Martin Luther King. So this is the Martin Luther King bust here at our museum, but there's a life-size Martin Luther King statue in Van Epps Park, right there by the city center. And we did a big reveal and dedication ceremony, and that was in January of this year. And in February of this year, of 2020, we also went for that second annual commemoration for Black History Month out there in Pierre with the state legislature.
Hi, I'm Harriet Yocum, one of the board members with the South Dakota African American Museum. I'd like for you to come and join us as we celebrate the African American composers and culture. It will be Sunday, August 16, 2020 from 1 to 3 p.m. This is going to be a free live stream, and we encourage you to come and celebrate with us as we celebrate and explore with the Sioux Falls Chamber Music Collective on the musical voices of the African American musicians. The funds will be donated to the South Dakota African American Museum to promote us in different activities in our community. Thank you.
So in the spring of 2020, this year, a lot has been going on. We have the pandemic around the world, and then there's also been protests, and African Americans have been hands-on, peacefully protesting. There was a lot of Black lives that were lost, and the death of George Floyd really took it to another level. So there was the March for George Floyd, and we did a peaceful protest right here in South Dakota and Sioux Falls. And we have a lot of signs and memorabilia from that event, and it shows the diversity and the passion and the commitment from the community to come together for this one cause, peacefully, to protest that things can change for the betterment of our not only our city, our state, our region, our nation, our world. And so we will have an exhibit that's going to be dedicated to that history, Black history, American history.
The museum is located on the first floor at the Washington Pavilion at 301 South Main Avenue, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, 57104. For additional information, please follow us on our Facebook page.
Black Americans, African Americans have been making history, making leadership roles possible. Anything is possible. And the resilience of African Americans just shows that the sky's the limit. You know, we have Barack Obama being the first Black president, and there's so much more going on, even from the local level. We have our local leaders right here in Sioux Falls and in the state that is continually just making history and continue trailblazing and making a path for the next generation, so they can say, yes, we can. So they can really believe that they can achieve greatness, because every day is history, and we're making history by being here and caring to document this history and preserving it.
Hello, I'm Harriet Yocum, one of the board members with the South Dakota African American Museum. Please come and join us during our fundraiser that will be August 16th, 2020. We'll be celebrating African American composers and culture. It will be a free live stream. Please come and explore with the Sioux Falls Chamber Music Collective on the musical voices of African American musicians.
For ways to donate to the South Dakota African American History Museum, you can use PayPal at SDAAHmuseum@gmail.com. Again, that's SDAAHmuseum@gmail.com. Thank you for your support.
The museum is located on the first floor at the Washington Pavilion at 301 South Main Avenue, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, 57104. For additional information, please follow us on our Facebook page.